Shepherd's pie is a comfort dish that you can eat year-round. Before any of you start coming at me in the comments telling me this is a cottage pie, here in the United States, we typically identify shepherd's pie with ground beef. The difference between cottage pie and shepherd's pie is the meat. Traditional shepherd's pie has minced lamb, while cottage pie has minced beef. And that's what I'm using here. 2 pounds of ground beef, a diced onion, cook until it's still slightly pink, and then add your veggies, carrots, celery, and mushrooms. I am making a larger batch. This will make enough for 2 pies. Add your seasonings, salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. Combine well and add your minced garlic. Cook until fragrant, at least a minute or so. Sprinkle flour to thicken the sauce. Give that a good stir and then add your tomato paste. It should look like this. Add red wine. I used Cabernet Sauvignon. You don't have to add the wine, however, it does give it a nice depth of flavor. Add Worcestershire sauce and beef stock or beef broth. Turn your heat to low and simmer until the liquid is more condensed, and add your frozen veggies. I used peas and corn. Continue to simmer until the liquid has evaporated into the meat and the vegetables, giving the pie that much more flavor. I like my shepherd's pie a little saucier so that I can dip my mashed potatoes in the delicious sauce. You can make your mashed potatoes before you start your meat mixture, or you can cook it simultaneously. I like to boil my potatoes while my meat is cooking. Be sure to add salt to your potatoes while they're boiling. Gives it so much more flavor. I also add whole garlic cloves to my boiling potatoes. Gives it so much more flavor. I added butter, sour cream, shredded cheese, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Mash it all up until creamy. I also used an ice cream scoop. It just helps to evenly distribute the potatoes onto your pie. A 5-pound bag of potatoes was enough for 2 pies. Spread the potatoes evenly across your pies. You can make a design on your potatoes. It helps to brown the peaks of the potatoes when they're cooking. Next, sprinkle some grated Parmesan cheese. It gives it more flavor, and it also helps to brown the potatoes. You can also sprinkle with some dry parsley. Bake at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes until your potatoes are brown. I ended up broiling mine the last few minutes, and it turned out absolutely perfect. Be sure to keep an eye on your potatoes if you put it under the broiler, because they can burn pretty quickly. This shepherd's pie was absolutely delicious. I loved the depth of flavor in the sauce. Since I was low on butter, I ended up adding finely shredded cheese to my potatoes, and it really turned out good. Make your mashed potatoes the way you like them. You can buy boxed potatoes or store-bought potatoes. These potatoes turned out creamy and delicious. I hope you enjoyed this recipe.